This is ANN News Brief.
Official complaint by Zambia to recall its ambassador from the country. Envoy Daniel Foot had made a comment last month that he was horrified after a court in Zambia sentenced a gay couple to 15 years under the country's harsh colonial-era sodomy law. Daniel Foot, in his reaction, also said, quote, "Government officials can steal millions of public dollars without prosecution. Political cadres can beat innocent citizens with no consequences. Poachers can kill numerous elephants and face a maximum of only 5 years." End quote. A furious President Galungu said publicly that he had complained to his American counterpart Donald Trump over the ambassador's comment. Embassy sources said this week Foot had been recalled. The source also said Washington had decided to recall its ambassador because it was difficult for him to work in Zambia if his hosts did not want him. Zambia's Home Affairs Minister said on Tuesday the U.S. ambassador's criticism had crossed the line. In the spirit of Christmas, some volunteers in South Africa's largest city, Johannesburg, have provided food for the homeless people. A group of Good Samaritans, mostly students, catered to city's poor on Christmas Day and extended their hand to prepare a festive lunch for more than 200 homeless people. The volunteers said the experience of providing a full meal for the homeless was a huge deal for them.
That warmth that you get when you're at home with your family, with your parents. So we're trying to just give them that warmth of having a family, to say there's other people that care about them.
Growing up in farms, that's where I stayed, I was exposed to disadvantaged people. And now that I have an ability to help, it means a lot to be able to make a difference in somebody's life with what I have.
Christmas for me, living on the street, is just another day, I would say, because, well, you see by the movement that it's Christmas, but with your life, your personal life, it doesn't make any difference because every day is the same. I feel special right now that I'm talking to you guys, you know, because when you're on the streets, you are treated as a dog or just an animal, you know.
It is estimated that Johannesburg has more than 7,500 homeless people. After the feast, the idea of going back on the streets is a reality for many without knowing when their next meal will be. Burkina Faso officials say 31 women are among the 35 civilians that were killed by suspected Islamist militants in an attack on a military base and a town in the country. 7 soldiers and 80 militants were also killed as the army says it repelled Tuesday's attack in Abinda, northern Somme province. President Roch Marc Christian Kabore has declared 2 days of national mourning. Earlier this month, at least 14 persons were killed after gunmen opened fire inside a church in the east of the country. Despite Western efforts to help regional governments combat insurgents, violence has continued. Jihadist groups have stepped up attacks in Burkina Faso and other West African countries in recent years. Last month, 13 French troops died in a helicopter collision during an operation in southern Mali near the border with Burkina Faso. Authorities said Tuesday's attack was carried out by dozens of fighters on motorbikes and lasted several hours. No group has so far taken responsibility for it, but groups allied to Al-Qaeda or Islamic State are active in the region. That is ANN News Brief at 11. Thanks for watching. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.